Yeah, we're live. Rapid greetings, guys.
Hey yo!
We are here again with Wei
Indeed. Thanks for having me once more.
in a new day of the week.
Happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday, guys. At least I hope your week is better than mine.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Everything is okay. Still okay. Still okay.
Are we still hinting to the meme? Everything is fine. Burn, burn, burn.
Yeah, the meme. Um. Do you have a party?
Not yet. But I'm gonna grab you now.
Okay. Can you send again? Because I clicked decline instantly by mistake.
Awesome.
What?
That's my question. Like, what?
I randomly click in the middle of the screen and the
And in
thing
that moment,
popped.
the window appears. Okay, okay.
That was so instant. I didn't even react to that. Oh my.
Happens, don't worry.
Uh, did I get the? Mhm.
Okay, let's go into Glorious Party Finder. And now a bit of auto pathing to Grana.
Ah, you are not here yet. Okay, I'm already in the spot.
That's too early. We are not even full.
Never late. Never late. Ah, the server is occupied.
Okay, good to know.
Let me change them to another or
Yes.
okay. Let's see.
You can go in two and let me know if this looks good there.
Loading screen. Occupied two.
What the
There
heck?
is only one tent though. I'm gonna wait a bit to see if someone is passing by.
Sure,
Because one
sure.
tent could mean that the guy left the tent here and went away.
Yeah, if it's just one.
There is no sign yet.
No sign of a party, yeah, then I would say let's take our luck.
And yep, looks like this is free.
Okay, when it's empty, then easy.
Why does this tent has an unicorn as the flag? Do I have a flag? No, I don't have a flag on my tent. Okay. Oh, I do have a flag on my tent. Okay, never mind. Me blind.
Yeah, if you mean the middle tent, where there's this blue flag out
Mm-hmm.
there, you're totally gonna have it.
But it's in the back of the tent, it's not in the front. And I was like, well, that's strange. There is no flag on mine.
I'm getting fooled by angles.
What happens if my horse dies with loot on him?
Nothing, because it's a dream horse.
So let's say a
So
normal horse
there,
die.
yeah, at least in the past, I know we had it that there was some amount lost when the horse dies.
Scam.
But nowadays it should be of no concern anymore.
I see, I see. Hmm. Okay, so if I go to the main, open central market purchase, and write crystal. Eh?
Yeah, what?
Are there crystals that you can't buy from the market?
Some, yeah.
Ah, I see. Wow, that's expensive. Wow, 1 billion for one crystal.
That's only the beginning. It can go even more up.
For some reason, I don't want to know.
Sure, look in the abyss.
How bad could it be? The famous words.
Indeed.
I don't see anything expensive except that billion one. That's fine. Oh yeah, wait, I'm not searching properly. If I go to magic crystal, go for attack. Ooh, come on, this is still cheap. Ah, 2 billion, okay. Come on. 1,878,000,000 is not much. What do you get from this one? Ignore knockback, knockdown, and bound resistance by 10%. Ooh. I see.
It can help. It depends on your class.
Ignore grappler resistance. Mhm. I think this is more PvP oriented crystals. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, hi there. What's up? Look, we are preparing for grinding a bit of Gryphon on BDO, and gonna start soon the talk about no game life because we don't have lives while playing games.
At the moment, the hopes are up that maybe the fifth one will be a shy, but no
Found a
idea.
4.5 billion crystal. Oh my, this kind of hurts. Also, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it.
Okay, I will post this one more time. Let's see.
How was my day going so far? Pretty good, I would say.
All of a sudden, haha.
Except some memes. But...
No, you're kidding me.
What happened?
Something that I have to ignore for the moment. Let's see.
Wrong buff.
No, no.
Mm,
Oh, okay, wait. I think.
do you have the cape on?
No. But if you see it, it's totally normal because I switched servers.
Ah, I see, I see. Do you stream daily? I stream 4 times a week. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and Saturday. Don't ask me why I mixed the last two. Ooh, we're all here. I can see in the stream description who designed the model if you are curious.
Okay. Let me check. All the buffs.
Villa.
This. A drought.
I'll go for above 3 hours. It's not bad.
Let's talk with the Black Spirit. We have a clear indication for timing. So, all the nice pets together with Agris. Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, Agris. I need a scroll. What else except the meal?
A drought.
Yeah, and that too.
Your tent buff.
Got
Check
that.
in your alchemy stone.
It's full.
I think then you're good.
Okay, so pop Agris. Use scroll. One more. 2 more. Level 2. This is not the right inventory. Okay. Pets. All out.
Yes. And your loot scroll.
I think you click on the wrong link. It should be the first one. Talking with someone in chat. Okay, so I think we can start a bit with no game, no life.
Of course we can.
Hello, Razvan. Oh, we have a berserker here. Look at that.
Yes. Did you notice all of this nice aggro pulling? Easy peasy lemon squeezy?
I noticed the beefy guy. I didn't notice anything else.
At least there's some sort of perception. No offense.
Ouch.
No dying here.
Yeah, all the streams will be like, all BDO streams will be like this.
Messy and convoluted.
Yep. And BDO streams will be with Wei, always talking about some intricate stuff, since video grinding is boring by itself, so at least there is
It's
something
always
to
good.
talk.
Yeah, when you can talk about stuff, then time is passing while grinding. Yeah, if you wanna go ahead, we can start chatting about No Game No Life. The anime.
Yeah, you said it like there is a live action series or something.
That would be a miracle. Sadly not, we're still talking about the thing that by now is 9 years old. Back in the days of 2014.
Wow, that's a lot of time that passed since I remember that I watched this anime like each episode every day, being there. Oh my god, when the next episode is coming. was really hyped for all the animes. Oh, that episodes. My bad.
You should have waited, because if you had known in advance that there will be never a season 2,
Yeah, sadly, I
you would have
not.
taken your sweet, sweet time.
But to be honest, I really like the anime. It actually shaped a bit of myself for gaming, perception, and mind style.
Okay, sure.
So, yep, uh, I'm pretty happy with the anime itself. I, uh, I mean, first anime that kind of put myself into gaming seriously, like MMORPGs, was Sword Art Online, of course. But then, uh, seasons with that anime went extremely off, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then No Game No Life came out, and kind of liked it more in a story perspective.
Sure. I remember that I started to watch it because this was kind of like the next thing after Sword Art Online that was the perspective of gaming. And
Yeah,
back
yeah.
then it was not like today where in every season you have 10 isekai series with another so-called idea how to make this world interesting.
Yeah, like all isekais were really kind of the same stuff. Even now, most of them are kind of the same, or just a bit the story diverge.
Dude, can you imagine back in the day we didn't even use the word isekai. Today when we see how this anime starts, it is up front in our brains, but back then we were all saying, oh, they got transported into another world.
Wow, I don't think I started watching isekai before that. Hmm.
This
Kind
word was
of.
not as prominent. This is, at least from what I remember. This was later, years later.
Well, for me, I remember isekai as it was yesterday. So I don't
Same
know.
here. I think I started to link it with shows like Rise of the Shield Hero. This is where I started to give isekai a meaning in my head. Like, okay, so that's the premise. Getting transported into another world makes it this genre. I see. Thank you.
Don't remember when I started using isekai. Also, as one asked, isekai is used when the protagonist is transferred to another world. Yes, it's isekai
Yes,
means from another world. That's the translation word by word from isekai.
indeed, indeed.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no dying, no dying.
I'm not dying, but I got
Oh,
KD
good.
on that stupid thingy.
Yes, still, but your HP bar went into red and orange.
I mean, for my HP bar to get into red and orange is like 200 HP. If I get just 200 HP, it change colors because I have 3200.
Yeah, that is why you need to do the Pavina Greco. This will
It
help you.
cost me
And
1
gearing
billion and
up.
a half
Oh my goodness.
to complete that 600 HP.
I know this sounds so much for you at the moment, but I promise you later on you're gonna be like 1 billion. Oh, please, whatever.
Man, I wish. Now you know, now you know. How was the start of No Game No Life for you? Just the first few cuts, if you remember them.
I
Like,
remember that they pretty much got sold immediately because you were there in the room with the two, with Sora and Shiro, and they just have this, how to say, you know, the otaku setup with multiple monitors, a gaming room that is completely dark because what the hell is sunshine and blue sky?
Actually, they are this kind of sun when they got first transported, and every time something happens when they wake up.
True, true. Now, it was just something, you know, that as a gamer, I could relate to in a way with those cliches. So, yeah, I really liked it that they started it that way. And as I said before, it gave me again this vibe of Sword Art Online, another show that makes gamers the main protagonists. And then getting transported, yeah, I mean, as soon as they are in the other world, I was absolutely sold, because this sport, this world, this universe, it is just so vibrant, color rich. It's just absolute eye candy and very much enjoyable to look at the screen. At least for me. I mean, some people might think this is a color vomit.
Okay, I could agree that it's a color vomit, but this color vomit hooked me instantly from episode 1.
Yeah, same here, same here. This is kind of my style.
No Game No Life was actually my first hyped favorite anime in my life.
Okay, okay.
The gray box behind my character is to hide the chat. This is why my character is halfway out.
Have a bit of privacy left.
Yeah, guild stuff in MMORPGs is serious, so I have to hide the chat. In a way, so you will see just the text there, so it's the same as having the gray box. I think, wait, was the... sadly it wasn't my first figurine from No Game No Life, but I even got figurine with Shiro from...
Merchandise, okay.
Of course, I told you it was... I mean, my first favorite anime was Sword Art Online, of course, but that went deep pretty fast. So then No Game No Life was one of my favorites. I won't say from which anime I have the first figurine because yeah.
That's fine, that's fine. On another day you can reveal this secret.
I don't think we're never gonna talk about that anime, so...
Ooh. Mystery whale.
Yeah. But yeah. So merchandise checked. Fan art checked. There is not a game with No Game No Life, so... Or maybe there is, but I didn't see anything related. But yeah, when... I was a bit skeptical at the beginning. I was okay, this...
Same here.
Is
Same
gaming...
Here. I had my doubt how this will go on and how they want to do an entire show based on this. We are just doing games and we win them.
Yeah, because in the end, they have to win.
Exactly. Since when they get transported, there is immediately this boy.
That...
I can't remember at the moment if he actually... I know his name. It's just that I'm not sure. Was he immediately presented as the god of this world, or...
I think when they fall, Ted says that I'm the god of this world.
Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. Yeah. So exactly, when the rules are immediately established, like how this has to go, how the journey will need to lead, that you are here and you have to win each and everything, no matter what. I was skeptical myself. Because winning each and every time, you know, sounds a bit boring. Like, will there be enough challenges? What the heck do you have to overcome if you win regardless each and every time? But I was wrong, and they surprised me, and I'm thankful that I was wrong.
I mean, it could be boring if if you know from the beginning that they win, but the way they reach or the stuff they do to reach the goal of their winning is what it makes the anime really good. It's not knowing if they win or not.
Yeah, I would say as soon as you realize that winning doesn't mean that you win fair and square, but you have to be creative in the ways of how to win, let's call it like that. You see the creativity behind everything.
Yeah, and in a way it gives you a whole new perspective on how to approach new stuff in games or in real life even. Not just looking from a point of view just I finished this like this and that, like you get a normal approach, but you can try to think differently in a way. At least that worked for me. Because since I watched the anime, I'm hamstering and calculating everything in all the games, even if I'm not playing them seriously or something like that.
Sure.
I'm just calculating everything to see if this is good, this is not, doing this, can I cheese this stuff, can I do this trick to farm better, everything just to simplify my head, my life.
Right, right. Both of them are very good duo with what they bring to the table skill-wise. You know that Shiro is practically a living computer,
And
while Sora has the atmosphere of a mad scientist around him all the time.
or a tactician.
That too.
Also, I like all the references from so many different anime. That was really nice. There was from Yu-Gi-Oh, from damn it, I forgot the other one.
I know, right?
But it's really cool to see stuff like that. Like, oh, and you're like, oh, I know this. This is from this other anime.
Did you know that this is actually the blessing and the curse of the whole show? It is a blessing because a lot of people have fun with it, to just see these references and be like, oh, I know where this is from. And the curse because the show is all the time borderline copyright infringement, and even sometimes, yeah, even sometimes up to this day, or especially back in the days when it was airing, got in trouble for some copyright infringement issues. And people up to this day speculate that this is the reason why we never see a season 2, because it just goes further and further with it. It becomes more drastic, or would be in the other books that exist. And they are in a way afraid then to make another show where in the end they might get sued for real.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to put my stuff on the horse. Probably that, but I mean, if they gonna remove all the stuff, the show will get a
It's
bit dull.
soulless. I mean, that is such a key element of
Yeah,
everything that makes it so much more fun.
makes more fun. It gives you another vibe when you watch it.
True, because it's not just they're not just giving you games that you have never heard of. They make references to games people have played themselves or at least have heard of. So you can then start to totally relate to the feeling of when a game gave you so much pleasure and joy that it remains forever in your mind as a memory. And with that you come to the sentence of no game, no life.
I still remember something from the anime each time something that related to the anime happens. For example, the tic tac toe, no, the tic tac toe, the Jankenpo rock paper scissors thingy,
Yes.
or the game with the black and white dots. I forgot the name of the game. But it left a really nice taste. The anime after.
Yup.
No, don't ride the horse.
Don't pick up.
What I liked probably at the beginning was you know those chess pieces, huge chess pieces on the map.
You mean around in the world in the
Yeah,
landscape?
yes, those
Yes.
ones. I was
No,
like,
it that's
why?
because it just adds to the whole ambient and the landscape.
That's what you think at the beginning, right?
Yes, true.
So you're like, okay, this looks nice. It's a game environment like a chessboard or something. And
And because of that, yeah, you just put them in the open for everybody to see so that all the people get it.
I mean, it's the
We are a
oldest game.
fantasy game world.
Yeah, but it's kind of the oldest game, and when you see the pieces, you really know what they mean.
I think so, yes.
So let's say it was a strategical move to have them big in the world, and a story move because they mean something in the end.
Yes.
Let's get to the first game they had in this new world with the lady,
Sure.
the poker game.
Right.
I think that was the moment for me when I felt in love with the anime even deeper. He was, yeah, okay, he saw the trick, but then you get, okay, he pulled the highest, rarest card in the game, the hand in the game, and she didn't question anything. And shit. I mean, I know she wouldn't have say that she cheated in any case, but how can I say it?
I know what you mean. I would say you can explain that in a way that she was very confident in herself. Plus, Shiro and Sora were not known. Those were faces nobody has ever seen. So I would guess when two people like that approach you, you wouldn't think that, you know, someone just from the streets comes up and beats you in something that you have yourself mastered.
You mean in cheating, mastering cheating, right?
Of course, I mean, we just know everybody there cheats.
I mean, the rule said if you don't get caught.
Exactly. If you have established such a rule, of course then you just open the door.
I mean, even in real life with our games, if you don't get caught, is allowed. But sometimes, even if you get caught, consequences are not applied in our world, unfortunately.
I would say real life more than online.
Yeah, real life in general, anyway. Even in games, I mean, 100 players can do 100 pictures, videos with you that you cheat and send it to the admins, and they won't do anything. Okay, watch.
Yeah.
So
that is precisely what I mean. In recent years, everybody that has played MMOs, we all know these frustrating stories where some people just started something and then we had mods and cheat codes in our games with lazy publishers or even dev studios that didn't know what the heck they should do now. And they just let it happen.
yep. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind how can a game like No Game No Life. Let's imagine No Game No Life is a game, right?
Nah, just call it a world. It's a world.
No. Just think as a game right now. It's a game in this moment. Just few seconds.
Okay.
I will not mind that this game will have cheats like this. Like you can actually cheat in this way. Because it's not something that is from outside the game. I mean, they are in the world. They are the cheat in their hand, in their brain. You know, it's not something from another world or the god is helping them. Then we have a beast that we're gonna talk about later.
Right.
So even in games right now, a cheat like that even you could cheat to acquire your goal will be fine for me because everyone could do that. And if you choose not to do that, it's on your own. I don't know if I explained myself enough.
You did. It's just that it is really a complicated standpoint.
Yeah, that's true, I know.
You all the time you need to be cautious, and you just know that someone that might has figured out the better way to not be detected is above you. And in the real world, it becomes sour very quickly because you just say, this ain't skills, it's just whoever has the better cheat code.
Yeah, but in the end it became a game of mind, not a cheat code anymore. I mean, I don't think you can call cheat what Sora and Shiro does in the anime anymore.
It is not. No, there it isn't. They made it fun, really fun to watch. I'm just saying that in real life this would not hold up. In real life it would become sour very quickly.
Yeah, probably yes. I mean, no one did a game like that, so you can't actually. I mean, I can't actually imagine how it could be. I'm thinking more from the anime point of view and reference. Why is this mob? What the? Okay.
Well, both of them also have a gaming name. The duo being known as Blank.
Blank. I think. Did I send you the meme with No Game No Life?
I don't think so.
Damn, it was this meme. I don't remember from who. I didn't look. That exactly this lady with that they play poker for the first time.
Yes.
It's our name is. I didn't hear anything. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear anything. Yeah, our name is.
Dude, this is. I know what you're referring to. This is from Giguk.
Ah, yeah.
I have sent this to you.
Yeah,
I believe
probably.
this is the most popular thing that is circling around No Game No Life. This video, back in the days that Giguk was doing when he was still producing this format, some animes in minutes, like 5, 6, or 7, and this is No Game No Life in 7 minutes.
Yep, yeah, that one.
And she's like, "How did you do it with the cheating? This is just once in a million a chance." And then he introduces himself. We are known as. Sorry, did you say something? Yeah, our name is. I see that you move your lips, but I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, that exactly
Name is,
that one.
the name is Blank. Okay, can I just call you Blank? No, I think rolls better off the tongue. There is literally nothing to roll off the tongue.
Yeah, exactly that.
No, honestly, for me, these two things are fused, really are fused in my brain. Every time I hear No Game No Life, my head immediately goes back to the Giguk video. This was ingenious. And it's so much fun to watch up until today.
Yeah, I think I watched that a few days ago. But I think I've seen that in a short. This is why I.
Most likely. I mean, by now I think the whole video is just cut in several shorts. There's so much humorous stuff in that.
Oh, there is a boss.
Another line would be, have we already mentioned that we are not related by blood?
Oh, yeah. Come on, boss, die. I don't want to get one-shotted. Thank you. At the beginning, their relationship gets a bit weird, but I think you get used with that eventually, really fast, I think. And not count that the whole anime is kind of looting away.
I have to be honest, when I was watching the anime, I had to black this out a bit for me. This was the only thing that I disliked to a certain degree. Those references, this incest stuff, together with mentioning on various occasions that she's just 11 years old.
Oh, that was... I think that was the worst case they could have done, to mention the age.
I know, right? So this was really for me the one aspect where I had to shut down my eyes and my ears. I had to blank out.
Yeah, that was a
And
big,
I
big
only
change.
started to understand it better years later when the movie came out. That gave us the full backstory of this world. Us to understand how this board was created. And how it came to be this world of games. With the rules, the 10 Commandments and such. Then I got it, why there is this intricate bond between Sora and Shiro.
Yeah, but I think they should have made the movie first because, yeah, it's a really good piece to watch before the anime.
I know, right?
I don't know, when I watched the movie, when it came out, it was strange for me. Not gonna lie, I
However,
didn't.
even in the book series, you get the whole backstory later. I think it is volume 4 or something that is truly dedicated to it. So even as the reader, you have this knowledge.
Ah, I see.
Way later.
So they want to imply bad stuff. Ah, I see what they want to do.
Yeah.
So I think it's more
I'm there
on
with you.
purpose than.
Yes, I mean, as the whole anime is a reference to other games, it also makes fun of certain typical anime tropes or weep stuff. So to have this intimate bond between the two main characters that are close but not related by blood, but still calling themselves brother and sister. It is just another level of this whole, in a way, pop culture reference community.
Yeah. I think after the movie, No Game Alive got a bit more views again, right? I actually don't remember that.
It sure happened. After all, the movie is really not bad. You can enjoy it very much, in my opinion. And as soon as you see the backstory, in case that people have not seen the anime or are now up to it for watching it again, then of course you bring the numbers up.
I'm happy again.
And once more, people had the hope up that a season 2 would come around now.
I really hope a season 2 will come. Really,
Nah, I think by now it's really done.
I'm searching almost every year on the internet to see if they plan on a second season.
Fun stories, you will find stuff. There is pretty much every year some sort of hint around the internet that now it's happening, everybody. Most likely just in a matter of months you're gonna see the release.
Yeah, but if I don't see something certain, like, I don't know, from AniList or MyAnimeList, something that is more trustable, I really don't trust much those strange websites that, oh, anime is coming in these days.
You have to take it with a lot of humor, I would say.
The anime, yes.
At this point, no, at this point, when you see those articles again, that call out for a second season. For real, I really think we are over it. It is what it is.
Sadly, yes. But I don't know. I each year after I search of for the new season, I'm thinking, should I read the light novel? Should I read the light novel? But I don't know. I really want the anime. I would just want to see the characters and everything. I'm so slow.
I would advise you to go ahead and just read the light novel if you still want to know how stuff goes on. And by reading them, you will understand that even more. Most likely, we're really not gonna see any second season because the references to other mediums and formats and shows is so apparent in the later books that I would just guess it is too much of a hustle.
I see. Probably I'm gonna search something. I wish I could buy them, but God knows where I can find something good that is not reused or similar stuff.
Not really that there is something that comes close to this.
Most probably I will try to search something online, digital. There should be the light novel around. But paper format, that's a bit hard nowadays. Wait, 1 hour passed already?
Yes.
What the heck? We didn't even finish the first episode.
Oh, I'm saying this to you very often. When you start talking about stuff, then time flies. Our next character introduction would be Steph.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how it's called, the word when you describe a name by actions, but each time he was telling her, "You're such a Steph," I was laughing so hard.
It just sanctifies that she's, for him, but also for the whole crew, like an absolute commoner. Some sort of regular pleb. And you can even make a word out of it. You're a Steph.
I really liked how they made her as a character.
Yeah, it's pure fan service.
Except the pure fan service, the comedy behind her, it's not bad. I kind of enjoyed it.
You point exactly out the two main components around her: fan service and comedy relief.
I mean, the first time when she drew the rock paper scissors game, and he asked her to fall in love with him. That was something that kind of carried the whole anime. not the whole anime, that went through the whole anime, like each few episode, it was a reminder to that, like she was falling in love again. He was seeing him with cherry eyes, and then she started to pointing the head on the walls.
Right, though, isn't this part of those 10 rules? Like, isn't it presented there? If you start to mention within a game that someone falls in love with you or has to, that it will happen as by some godly faith.
I don't think it should happen like godly, but they fear so much the commandments, so they all follow them. That's kind of what implied me, because they all follow everything, the 10 commandments, but Steph didn't actually fall in love with him. She was like the body, how can I say, the 10 commandments were like something, like a function that works automatically in your body.
Yeah.
So she was able to resist the urge, even if she intended that as a joke.
To a certain degree, but you just saw what sort of psychology path she was going under, because it is apparent there.
Poor walls. How many walls did she break?
Enough, or as Anna would say, yes.
At that point, I got some questions. How they are following everything so precisely, like 10 commandments. What happens if you don't follow them? I got these questions, And I think when they abused the system was when after they became kings and queen, king and queen, that they they told everyone from the country to do their job and not complain, and they have to lose with Caesar, and he will play rock, so they lose. So they are forced by the commandment to work, which is a really smart idea.
It pushes out some troubles. Yup.
What? Let's go a bit back to the game that they had before becoming kings and queen, right? The chess one.
Yes.
How did it felt for you when you saw that for the first time?
I would say I was glad that it did not turn out like classic chess. That we saw that these pieces had a mind of their own, not just mindless pawns. And that he had to give some sort of, how to say, big
Moral?
emotional speech in order that his own figures are starting to follow and rise up to the challenge.
I liked how the chess game turned into a strategy game, back into a sim game, back into a strategy game. That was A nice play. Because at the beginning was a chess game, then Shiro kind of couldn't do anymore because the game wasn't a chess game anymore. So Sora intervened with
Or
his.
was it ever, to be fair?
Hmm? Yeah, I mean.
Was it ever? I mean, visually, yes, it looked like chess.
Yeah, at the beginning it
The
looked
the,
like
the
chess.
figures, but the rules.
I think you can answer if it's important.
You can, you can.
Hmm? You here?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I mean, at the beginning, the chess game was kind of treated like a chess game, at least by Shiro. Then the lady, the name, it's Clemmy? I don't remember exactly the name. It's hard for me to pronounce it. I think it was something Clemmy, something similar. Did the first move and was forward. And I was like, huh? That was actually my reaction the first time I watched it. Huh? And then the pawn moved, and I was like, okay, this is not chess.
At the very start of it, I got a few vibes from the scene from Harry Potter.
Oh yes. I mean, I think it was a reference from Harry Potter.
Among others, yeah. With all the. Yeah, like how these chess figures were selected visually. I really just thought, okay, someone here was watching particular movies of a certain wizard and wanted to have something similar.
Yeah. There is one. There are many references to JoJo. Yeah, that's the name I was
Yeah,
searching at the beginning.
that too. And I think even at one point you could even go for a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, there was a card
Exactly.
thingy.
I knew there was something with a card thing in between.
Yep. There is another reference from an anime like uh, uh, from anime. I don't know how it's called. Romance anime, I think. It's I miss the name. I really on the edge with that name. I've seen it once or something. Don't think I watched the entire thing.
You would need to give me a few more hints in order to help you.
When he grabs Shiro by the hand and it's all this flowery around like the border with roses.
Yeah, that's a whole almost parody to any kind of romance anime.
But I fell down. But I felt like it was from a certain anime. Like it, I've seen that scene somewhere.
Dude, I have seen this so often in manga, in anime. From the 80s to the 90s, this is a visual reference that was copy pasted over and over.
Yeah, that's true too. And back to the chess game, it was kind of interesting that they showed at the end they made it feel like it was an actual war between them, because the reason they won it was because in the enemy uh, pieces there was a treason, and the king got poisoned and died, right? Something that
Yeah, the details. To be fair, the thing with the kingdom, I've more or less pushed out. Yeah, this is just something like, why do we need this actually? Because in the end, she just joins the club, becomes part of the harem, and it's not really mentioned again.
okay, but she becomes a part of the harem at the last episode, last 3 4 episodes really, because she was so against them, because she was speculating too that they were helped by another race. So she doesn't appear much until the last game. But the cry that she had after the loss was cute, not gonna lie.
Defeated is defeated.
Yep. The cry baby from
And we
the
should also throw in that the races at this point were already introduced. And we know that the humans in this particular world are called humanity.
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 I didn't say that humanity.
Oh, but it's like ego.
Ha ha. If you wanna giggle me, wake up on another day.
Okay. But I still don't remember all the races. I think even if I write them down, I still won't remember all the races. The
Oof.
only race.
I think the only thing that I kind of remember is, yeah, number 16, humanity. Number 15 are the mermaids. And then I'm already lost. Then I think in the top 10, we're gonna have this hybrid version of vampire and succubus. Then we have also one that sounds similar to werewolf, but without wolf. After that, again, blank. and we're going into the top 3 where we have the angels, Ex Machina, and the gods.
The Flugels. I was super hyped with that race with Flugels.
Sure.
Yeah, if I have to jump a bit to when they met Chibril for the first time, I think that was the first time I fell in love with the character. I was like, wow. She's nice. She's stupid. She's funny. She's hot. She's everything. And she has wings. Back then, I was not that much boxer. But now, it's a different story. Actually, I had kind of a question.
Okay, sure.
After they become king and queen, they meet Ted again. They talk with Ted again on the roof. And
with who?
With Ted, with the god.
Yeah, I know.
And Steph sees that, and she actually doesn't ask too much, which is.
Man, Ted is even then other episodes with the characters. There is a scene where he just plays a board game with, I don't know with which girl from the harem, but yeah, he appears on various times.
Yeah, but I don't think in the anime.
And everyone just accepts it.
I don't remember it happened in the anime.
There is.
Oh yeah, maybe it happened after the ending screen. I mean, I remember the scene. I remember that Ted comes and plays on chess with them. And they are not overreacting anymore. Like, whatever.
I would suspect that the people in this world are not so distant from their gods. Not like, yeah, in our reality here, where this is pretty much something surrounded with a lot of faith, but not much visual proof. While in this universe of No Game, No Life, you can encounter your gods for real. Have an actual conversation with them.
Yeah, I mean... We have to find other people.
I know.
Yeah, and when they met on the roof, like Ted openly admitted that the only reason they were brought to this world was because he wanted a rematch.
Makes total sense to me that he had some lingering feelings there after their first encounter.
Yes.
At the very beginning.
Yes, they played the chess game, a normal chess game, and the god lost, which is huh? And
That, but for him, it was. Oh, sorry for interrupting.
yeah, go.
It was also just for him a clear sign that he needs these people, that he's looking exactly for those kind of people in order to solve this board.
Yeah,
Since the world there is just not simply existing for the funsies, this is an actual world that you can solve and bring with that some sort of salvation to everything.
yep. I mean, from what I understood, I don't know how many hints or how much explained it is. The board is just all the pieces that are around the world is mostly to challenge the one true God.
Right?
So they need to collect all 16 pieces of the races,
Yes,
collect or group together, and
indeed.
challenge God.
That's the core thing.
Yes. So more than this explanation, I have no idea.
And with that, it looks like as if God itself was looking for the right people to take up the challenge and make it reality.
Yeah, but he wants this not to not have a boring game, like to have fun while playing that last and that last one game, because he if he loses that will be the only epic fight he's gonna have, right? If it's not up to the challenge and it's easy peasy game, that won't be an epic fight and it'll be boring, right? That's mostly what he wants, I think.
I would agree. After all, when you become a god that is about games or gaming, what's the most boring thing? When you cannot participate in the fun, when you're just a deity that exists, everybody else is participating, and the only thing that you do is sit on the bench and watch from the sideline. Of course, our god who creates such a universe wants to have some ultimate game for himself. With a cheat code, I would say, in a way that he does not get defeated by people from this world in order to perhaps not lose face, that his subjects could say, oh, look, our god was defeated by a commoner from this universe or from this board. When people start to have some comments on that, he could still be like, yeah, but you know, those are foreigners. I really don't think that it is in any way coincidence that he brought two people from another universe into his own, going for the challenge to solve this board.
So you say he took.
He did everything with intention, yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
everything has a purpose.
Yeah, definitely. I see this being a thing.
He is a god in the end, too. So there must be some divine intervention to particular things.
I mean, even most definitely he's really knowledgeable about everything, every game possible, and
No
really
shit, Sherlock. You're
skilled,
the
right?
creator.
Exactly. So I don't think he goes easy on anybody, even if he would play with other races. I still think he will be unbeatable.
Mm-hmm. If not for these two.
I mean, probably. I mean, for them too, yes. I'm pretty sure the last fight, if the light novel goes to that, would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But even if they wouldn't be a thing, I still think all the races working together will still be able to fight him, because he knows each race individually and how they think. But I don't think he can predict everyone cooperating.
I think that for everybody to work together, this is too soon. When you start knowing the movie, when you gather the information how this world has been before, then you just realize they are a few good steps away in order to be really synergized with each other, the races. After all, it isn't that long ago that everybody just was at each other's neck trying to be the supreme race above all else. And it had to come to the climax of a war where a single person challenged God when Ted was not this jumpy, joyful boy that we see, but something totally different. And this person had to teach God that evolution goes in the direction of you have progress when people work together, not when they tear each other apart. And this is when everything changed and it
Yeah,
became this utopian game world that we see in the anime.
yeah, but all races still think the same. They all on their own, and they want to
Yeah,
thrive.
exactly. And with that, you see, even though they have this utopian world around them, there is still so much for everybody to learn. They have come to a better agreement with each other, they're on a good path. That they start to realize, yeah, synergy is the key, but still, it takes apparently a good amount of time. Not seeing so much the differences, but the opportunity to have a collaboration fully. But they are not prepared, and they are not mentally ready. Neither race.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, you can see in the last episode how not ready they are,
Exactly.
because when they talk about it, when Sora, I think it's mentioning that, it's saying uh, the I don't remember the race name, the Beast
Just
People.
this beast people. I know what you mean. Where something. Where beast? Was it this? Oh, we need to look it up.
Yeah, the were Beast People. Yeah, yeah,
Ta-da!
yeah.
Knew it.
Well, like, that makes sense. I never thought about this.
Yeah, this can be actually another indication why we also needed two people outside of the universe to come in and solve this for. Because you just see the people that are really living there are so biased. No one is capable of having their horizon broadened and just step out of these racial cliches and prejudices.
Well, in a way, I understand them. They are born in a world like that, so you
Into
get
this
used.
society, yes,
You
of
get
course.
used to
It's
that.
like here.
Like now, we are not questioning why cities are like that and why is this like this and why planes fly. But imagine, I don't know, uh, some creature from another planet is coming to us. It's like
Yeah, it's always as an outsider you can be
you
so
can see.
unattached with these society standards because yeah, you have not been born into that.
That's why when you look at other people from the outside, I don't know, when two friends argue or when someone flirts with someone else, you observe those things. But when those things happen to you, you tend to miss out of this information.
Right, right.
So yeah, they coming from another world, they see everything. They already see those huge pieces, all this stuff. What the heck?
What's happening?
My character was screaming by itself. Okay,
Interesting. For me, you were just standing there, mute.
I get the animation that free camera panoramic doing stuff moving because I don't move
Okay.
the camera. And they why they ask why this happens, why it's this like that, and so on.
The usual stuff.
Now I don't remember the first king. Um, I think the first king was actually in the mindset of Sora and Shiro, but he wasn't skilled enough to do it because he planned all the stuff losing on purpose, like not losing on purpose, but going knowing that he's gonna lose just to gather information for the next generation. The only thing that he needed was a Shiro, if I make sense.
Yeah, no, this is actually a very good point. That it's not like we have one person, it's actually the duality of two that make it happen in the end. You have this charismatic, overly optimistic mad scientist of Shiro, and then you have the more introverted, very analytical part from. I mean, sorry, I just swapped the names.
Yeah, it's fine. I saw
I
the
mean,
names too.
I meant Sora before. I just realized it. And then you have the analytical part from Shiro.
I didn't notice because I saw the names too because both start with S.
I know sometimes it happens to me as well.
And
Though every
Sora,
time when I yeah, every time I hear Sora, my mind immediately jumps to Kingdom Hearts, is that you?
I don't know that reference. I'm sorry.
Oof.
Yeah,
Oof.
I never. No. Mm.
Oof.
I'm sorry.
Dude, if somebody makes now a short out of you, don't be surprised, you deserve it.
uh, yeah, I know. I know. It's happens, man. Happens. I had a different childhood. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. Hello, are you not part of the internet? It never scratched you. It never stumbled upon you. How is this possible?
It kinda did, but I don't know. It doesn't caught me enough to inform myself even further.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
I know some stuff, I know, but maybe I should watch some guys talking about it. That's.
There are enough good videos out there.
Oh, actually, I think. Wait, I've seen something related. But yeah, goldfish memory. I forgot everything.
Well, we can start going to our next Hara member, Madame Jibril.
Oh my god. Oh
The one
my
and only.
god. I think I literally died the moment I saw her. She became
Just
my
the
favorite
button.
character
Of
instantly.
course.
Instantly. I think the first scene was when she drew over the tablet. That she was overhyped with those 40,000 or 4,000 books. I don't remember. I just know that it's a 4 in front and many zeros.
Yep, the famous meme. I guess everybody knows this. Drawing over a tablet that
Yeah,
had a cherry icon in the back
yep.
instead of an apple.
Was the cherry bitten?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't remember if the cherry had a bite in it.
I think there is.
Yeah, and that was the first moment I was like, I need a background on my desktop with this character. And yes, I had the drool emote on the background.
Of course you had. Of course.
uh, then um,
Well, the library scene was cool. Also, the game there. And this was the one and only moment where I really liked the parody aspect of the fan service because it became just so ridiculous.
yes, that's why I liked it a lot. That it was overly exaggerated and really, really ridiculous.
Right, because you just saw that the author understood how silly it is in our days to just have certain guidelines for when something is still accepted and not just thrown into, oh no, 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 now it's sexual.
Oh yeah, that's the word I was searching for. Jibril. Jibril is a sociopath.
She is. She
There
totally
is
is a sociopath.
no word better to describe her.
Let's be honest. In fact, she would be a villain to our main protagonist if not for the fact that she has lost to them.
Yeah, but I
She's this
love.
sort of being or this sort of race where they actually think everybody around them is beneath them.
Yes.
They are worms. The only thing why she has respect to our group here is because she lost. And because of that, now there is a level of respect. They beat me, so I show them a sort of decency of mine in personality. Otherwise, if they had lost, she would have stomped them and been like, imbeciles, what the heck are you doing here? Get out!
Yeah, but you can see this side of her each time she reminds of the past. That she
Yeah.
was slaughtering all these dragons, all these elves.
It makes sense. I mean, she is this, I can only call it angel race,
Okay.
Valkyrie or something.
But that's when I found about that side of her, I was perfection.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. She is what, 8,000 years old? Several centuries and millennials?
Yeah.
So, of course, after this amount of time, you are on a high horse, I guarantee you. Especially if you have powers that literally can destroy someone in an instant.
That's another nice representation of time over life, because you the power that she has, like the race that has all this power,
Yes.
feels over everyone else, right? But now that all
Yes.
these rules are in place, they they had to adapt and be, how can I say, be more in line with what's happening now. So you can actually see how doing stuff and just the small remind changes all her being back into this mad being that she was before, killing everything, always thinking about the killing, but still retaining the new side of her. Like she is even trolling sometimes, smiling, laughing on how she was killing all these dragons, or the smell of blood, she says at some point.
Yes. She is a bridge between the past and the present.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She is just so old that she has seen the old world before this was a gaming fantasy. She has seen the old days where everybody was just slaughtering each other and all the races were on each other's neck.
She even says that since they were not able anymore to do all this, to use their power, now they found, uh, how did she say that? Let's say it, refugee into knowledge, and they measure their power in knowledge or information.
Right? I mean, I remember now, isn't she a guardian to a huge library or something?
No, she won that library because the old king tried.
Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Never mind, never mind.
So the game, I think it was a word chain game, right?
Yeah, you said something and the whole setting around it just changed. And with that, I am back to the Giguk video presentation where we go into North Korea, boom, nuclear explosion, beach episode, tasteless nudity.
Yeah, but it was a nice concept of the game, and the idea that stuff appears and disappears in function if always exist or not, for me it seemed pretty cool as a game. I
It
will
is a really decent concept. I cannot say anything about it.
I will try to play that, but my vocabulary is pretty limited. But at least I have the advantage of three languages.
Exactly. Or we see the positive of everything.
You on the box? Oh, no.
It's okay, you can have it.
I don't know if it's drops for everyone, but I'm waiting for the others.
we should just start. These people are basically waiting that someone goes into motion. Ah, okay.
Ah, one guy is not here, I see. Okay, activate this again.
Well, 4 already, so let's just go. No, the tasteless nudity thingy I thought was really a very funny parody part. They just slapped it into people's face how ridiculous it is.
What I liked, but I didn't notice back then, more recently that I've seen this,
Yes.
is how they made everything not to be as chancellor. Like they removed just some stuff. I don't know if it's alright to say the name without getting demonetized or I mean I don't know, but
say it.
Copyright the Nipo, and how did he call them, the intim parts? I think, or intim bit. I don't remember how he said in the anime. I'm done. And after that, it was no clothes, nothing, and everything was okay. There was no chancer, not stuff. Like you could see the whole titty, if I could see that, could say that.
You're absolutely right. No, it is like that.
So.
But this has a reference to the real world.
Yeah,
those are our own rules that, you know, you can see the shape and the form of boobas of girls as long as you don't see the nipples. As soon as the nipples are there, it becomes too sexual. Then it is no, can't do this. Oh my god, not on television, not on pictures, nothing.
Yep.
So by removing them completely, yeah, it just shows you blatantly how ridiculous those guidelines are. It doesn't matter if whether the nipples are on or not. As soon as you start to see everything, come on. You wanna tell me that this is then not just soft porn?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, here with us, everything is alright until you show the nipples.
Yep.
And I don't know, for me it feels so stupid because it's the same thing. In my opinion, I don't think the nipples make the youth part of a titty, of boobas.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
So everywhere you look, it's always the same. It's just a line, few pixels visible. That's
indeed.
And girls go on the street like, and I'm like, what the? And bam, you clip the fingers, and bam, it's.
Yeah, because this is the rule, or the rules that we established around it, on whether something is still appropriate or too sexualized. And with showing nipples, it goes into the no-go section, while as long as you just see flesh and shape, it's fine.
Yeah. Well,
Same goes for the intimate zone.
yep.
The rule down there is as long as you don't see hair, it's fine. So, I don't know if you have seen latest bikini photos of some influencers.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
It's
when
almost a
they are
string.
shaped to the T, exactly. It can just be a stripe of a fabric, like literally just in the size of a finger, the stripe of a fabric, and it's still posted and absolutely is fine because no hair. But as soon as you would start seeing some sort of hair, then it's the no-go.
Yeah, that's I don't know. For me, it's hilarious
It
seeing and.
is.
But what can you do? At least the anime showed the point and proved it.
Yeah, and with that, I started really to have a better time with this whole fan service thingy. Because after that scene, it just gave me the understanding that the author is not doing this for the purpose of actual serving the people this sort of content. It's more about making fun of it, having a humor and a parody with those silly rules. And also silly expectations of cliches and stereotypes.
Yeah, but I think this anime is a bit mature, so you really need not actually the age to watch it because I really don't care about age restrictions to be honest, but you really need the mindset to watch it because if you don't understand, for you it's just a lewd anime, okay, whatever. Because the first time I watched it, I didn't notice this aspect of the anime. I was like, oh, this is nice, and stuff like that. So when I started rewatching it, and when I was older, I started to see stuff that I didn't see before. Or maybe I'm just stupid.
No, you're not. Don't worry. But yeah, you need to have an open mind. When you just start the anime, you could think at the very beginning that this goes into certain corners. Even I thought at the beginning, okay, this is about weeps and otaku and all the fancies with serving the community, nudity, and a harem girl fan base.
Yeah, it's kind of misleading at the beginning.
You totally need to give the anime a chance and just remain with an open mind, like I said before.
I think the anime when it starts to actually make sense, it actually fits perfectly in the mindset I have for dropping or not dropping an anime, which is 40% or 30%, 30, 35, 40, depends. First 4, 5 episodes, if you don't like the anime, you can drop it. And I
Like with
think,
all the shows, if after 5 episodes the spark is not happening, then yeah, leave it be.
yeah, I mean, no, it doesn't need to be in first episode that the anime makes sense, but not in the last. Because I heard many people recommending me stuff. Watch this. This is so good. I'm watching. I don't like anything. And then he tells me, just continue watching. you will see how good it gets. I'm continue watching it. I don't see anything good, and I'm more than half in.
Yeah.
I ask again. Just keep watching. It will get good. When? Last episode? Not last episode. Second to last. And I was like, yeah, thank you. Thank you for wasting my time.
No, that's way too late.
I mean, if an anime gets good at the last episode, I mean, you have to rewatch everything to understand what happened. Because to get good at the last episode, it means everything was hidden from you. The whole anime. So you have to rewatch everything to understand why it gets good at the ending. Unless you remember everything. Wait.
I'm not doing this sort of struggle, really. In that way, I guess I'm too spoiled. I want to be entertained.
Yeah, me too.
Better soon. At least that I start having good fun from episode 2, 3. And I need to have some sort of spark from the very beginning on to continue.
Yeah, that's same for me. Usually the spark for me comes from shorts from other people. I see a character or some funny moment that I kinda like, so I'm like, okay, let's watch. And yeah, that's how I start anime. So I know that something in the show could spark me, but depends how deep it is. Like if I don't see that scene in the first 3-4 episodes and those 3-4 episodes are meh, I'm gonna skip it, I'm gonna drop it anyway. I'm gonna waste my time. Oh my god, sorry.
Here. It was for me the reason why I stopped watching Solo Leveling. I had no spark with this adaptation.
The manga was something else. No. I fall down again.
Oof.
Oh, that's fine.
Happened to me before.
100. When did the other guy left?
No idea, but it doesn't matter. We're still fast.
I think it's one of those guys that calculates each minute how much drop he gets. And if it's under the average, is dropping the party.
It can be, or this person just realized, nope, not gonna do another hour.
I mean, I don't know when he left. If it left at the beginning when we started the second hour, yeah. Could be that.
Yeah, pretty much after we started the second hour. Yeah, and after Jibber we still also have one more character. The ultimate lolly.
Izuna.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like this kind of cuteness represented in anime. I mean, she's cute, but for me, it gets annoying when characters put at the end this each time. I'm like, it's like a hammer each time I hear that this.
Yes.
The character is cute and all, but this it's a bit too much.
It's not needed, like really. We already have a sort of lolly represented by Shiro.
Yep.
So a second, just that there's something that goes even further down the line of, okay, from 11 we are down to 6 years old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Age in this anime is a mystery. One thing maybe that I didn't like about the anime was the bad scenes. There was one with some Jibril hair conditioner, and I was like, man, what the heck is that? I don't know if.
Typical Asian advertised stuff.
Yeah, but the hair bottle that elongates the snake bottle. Do you remember that?
It's like asking me, do you remember this whole washing scene?
Let's say it was a bottle with the neck of a snake. Like it, the whole, it was long.
Yeah, let's leave it right
Okay.
there.
So when Izuna was introduced the first time, I think it was when he went to declare war on the war beast. We didn't see her before, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Even there was a meme, a really nice. I think it's more of a meme when he said that I'm here for Izuna's panties, and the old man got really angry. Wait, this is a boss? No.
No.
And oh, the boss just spawned. Okay. And then at the end he said, "Or you want my panties, old man?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" He said it. That was really funny for me when he said that.
Right, sometimes it's not the parody, sometimes it's really the typical otaku path.
And what did you think when he bet the race piece down?
I have to admit, this is one of the games where I got a bit lost.
The last one?
Yes.
Okay. In which way?
Because for me, it wasn't so clear why he would do this bet in the first place.
Everything makes sense after the end of the last episode of coin toss when they
Right, but
merge.
to have this sort of foreshadowing, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit exaggerated, but everything was just to merge the two lens. I don't know how it's called. The two nations, sorry.
Yeah, two nations.
And super dead. Never mind. So yeah, that's the main reason.
Yeah, they're not entirely sure. Can you perceive this as some sort of peacemaking?
I think when the Warbeats understood their idea, and after he mentioned that he gave to the elves and everyone else fake informations about the game. I think even the Warbeasts changed idea about him and kind of were more understandable towards him, more how can I say, they start liking him more. At least that's how it felt.
True, and with this misinformation, it just underlines my point that it is not a coincidence that two foreigners had to come in and solve this board. When even the god himself admits that each and every race has actually not the true picture about the world.
Yeah, like at the end,
And sits on a piles of false misinformation.
yeah, because now at the end you understand how the word actually behind how behind the word actually is. You get some hints when uh, you uh, mm, are actually some hints that when they tell you that some other races, even Ghibli tried to fight them and stuff like that.
Yeah, the conflict.
No, even Ghibli tried to play the game and lost.
Oh, that one, yes.
And for representative of the elves, lost too. So they stopped. So maybe at that point there was some hinting that the world is not understanding how everything should go. But he explains
Well, like the
everything.
people who were born there are incapable of figuring it out.
Yeah.
It can simply not happen. Otherwise, when you were born, yeah, then you were indoctrinated with some misinformation.
Yeah, because
Stuff that
information
those
is
each races cannot overcome.
that's a bit normal. I mean, information is lost with each generation, even in our world. And more time passes and year goes by, stuff get lost in the past. Unintended. I mean, now it's a bit impossible to lose information, but in a world where technology or stuff that can be permanently saved doesn't exist, that's still an issue. Because many books right now are a bit, how can I say?
Yeah, but even then, media is controlled by some organizations, and with that, you spread false conducts anywhere.
Yeah. That's another story.
That's another story, yes.
But hey, they have a really big and fluffy box. Man, when I saw the representative of the War Beast, I was like, oh my god.
Now we are talking.
Where were you hiding all this time, my lady?
The best at last. Always.
The last game, I think it was a bit strange that kinda ported them back into Tokyo in a way.
Yeah, and everything is weighed down to a coin toss.
No, I mean the last game with the when they fought the shooter game.
Oh, that one.
With
Lolly
Izuna.
fight.
Yeah. The love thing, yeah, I don't remember. And they even make a theme song. They made an opening and stuff like that. I was like,
Exactly.
what?
It was way too close to this whole idol scene. I had to
Yeah.
clink myself out. This was not so much my cup of tea. Yeah, this was really too much Asian style idol stage.
First reaction was laughing. Like, I couldn't stop laughing at that thing. 3 seconds later, my face was like, can it end? Please.
Yeah, I guess my very first reaction was also laughing, but more like, no, really? We are going towards this now? Can I skip, please?
I think the game was a bit unrealistic, humanly speaking.
That's an understatement. It was just. Whew.
I mean, as much as I would like that a game would be possible like that, like calculating everything by millimeter, being able to predict bounces, 15 bounces away from the first bounce, and similar things, I'm like, what? You are not human, my friend. You can't be human. I would love to play a game like that I have to predict bounces, I have to predict everything, and actually be right, you know?
I can't call this a game at this point anymore. Honestly, for me, this would be just work, like heavy work. And there's no fun in that for me anymore.
Oh, for me it's fun calculating stuff and doing math. For me it's actually fun.
Alright, then we are different in this matter.
Like I told you at the beginning, if the anime changed my point of view of gaming, that when I make a Google sheet,
Yes.
I'm losing hours and hours inside there, calculating, getting numbers, multiplying, making matrices.
For some people this works. Apparently you're one of them. Congratulations. But no, this gives me flashbacks of being at school in a math class. So no thanks.
But come on, math class was fun.
Okay. Sure.
I'm not kidding. I actually had fun at math.
I believe you. You're this sort of person.
Sadly, math is my only strong point at school.
I
But
was
yeah,
able to pull math off to a certain point in my life, but I think the classes that I had to attend in my last school when I was like 16, 17, nah, this sort of stuff I was like, okay, and I reached my limit. This is where I drop it.
I think when I kind of reached the limit in math was at university. That was my limit, kind of. And my lazy part of me hit me there, and yeah. But math in my school was perfect.
Awesome.
But
Awesome,
I
awesome.
will really, really love a game that requires this kind of gameplay. But this is impossible for a human. So, yeah, nice dreaming, Eri.
Apart from that, it would be not fun for most people, okay?
I
You
think would be
don't
really
garner
fun for
an
hardcore people,
audience.
but a belt! Oh my god!
Damn. Hour
Finally!
number 2. Here we go.
Maybe it will be possible to play a game that you need to bounce stuff to predict enemies, but it needs to be on levels. Like, for example, Osu is a written game, and you eventually will be able to play a new song from the beginning with a really high speed. Won't be actually perfect, but you can see the progress. So if a game starts slow and it progressively go faster, maybe a game like that shooter game from No Game No Life will be possible.
Would surprise me.
Me too, not gonna lie. I think the concept is really impossible to achieve, but really, really fun to play. Like, imagine the satisfaction when you ricochet a hit that is coming from another room that you don't know the direction and everything eventually.
Dude, as soon as I would see this, the only thing that I would scream at this moment would be hacks.
I think I played something similar, but it was kind of slow and 2D, so it was way easier to bounce stuff. But in a 3D dimension, that complicates everything.
How was the coin toss for you at the very end?
Hmm. First impression, wow.
Oh
2 seconds
god.
later, what a bullshit is this?
Exactly.
Exactly as the old man says, this is bullshit. But yeah, as I said, they understand him and see his point of view, and they accept to be a win-win and not a lose-lose. And they get over the cheating that he did for by moving the rock, the the plague.
Maybe it could have been executed a bit better.
yeah, would have been needed the second season, but guess what? We're not getting.
Guess what exactly?
Actually, what do you think about the shooter game and how it ended with the NPC calculation and how it will end up into that position at that time?
For my personal taste, again, too exaggerated, really.
Yep, that was for me too a bit too exaggerated. Like the first few moments were really a bit over the top. Like he shoot her, like she never got shot by the fox, by Izuna, and then Sora hit her in the pants, too, panties, to not get the stun thingy, and what else? Oh yeah, the another hit had to be ricocheted from Jibril's hit to go hit Steph. I mean, what? That was actually my reaction. Uh, uh, uh?
Right, it becomes messy.
And you get
For
what
me, it
the
looked
heck?
like all of a sudden they tried to achieve too many things at once, and the line started to blur between is this now still the actual game, or are we already in the cheating part?
I mean, I think they are cheaters from the first moment they enter the world, since they have knowledge over everything. Like, they know about gaming, they know about word that they forgot and or they don't know anymore. Um, they have knowledge of politics, agriculture, everything. So yeah, I think they are cheating non-stop each episode in everything they're doing.
They do, yet with the other games, for example, the very first ones, it is very distinctive where you can say, all right, here we are with a card game and we know the base rules. We know that it is just with having base numbers at the start. While later on, the cheating comes into place when you smuggle cards in that you should not have at this point. While with the shooter game, it's more like, okay, what is the main objective? And also, what are these cannons doing as a base? And when are we at the level of, okay, this is the hex mode?
Mm.
As you said, it's calculating with, oh, we're doing it from that angle, so it starts to shoot from another roof or another room. Is calculating really cheating? Are these
Well,
weapons actually be able to do that by themselves, by default? Or is this where like an external program comes into place, a software? that gives you the ability to go so overly exaggerated.
I mean, predicting an NPC position could be possible. Wait, that's a boss.
Oh, yes.
Piece of shit, you want to kill me?
Always.
Oh, I was so close to die. Oh my god. I saw the AoE with the hand that he puts the ends and I framed that. Oh my god. Like, if you want, for example, do you call cheating knowing the exact position of an NPC by learning it over and over? Okay, let's say in Ashes of Creation, okay? There will be one mob that has 3 set positions, and they don't say anything about that, okay? They just say it's a random spawn location. Each time it's random. But you find out that it's not. It's actually 3 exact spots that spawn randomly in those 3 spots, right?
Yup.
I'm gonna set up 3 people on one of the spot, on each of the spot. So when the mob spawns, they insta-kill it. Do you call it cheat? Because I'm aware of a game mechanic and I'm abusing it to benefit myself over others, or it's not a cheat? Because in my opinion,
That's what
that
I'm
means
saying.
cheating.
The lollify to differentiate the lines between actual cheat and what is still capable to do just by the abilities of the participant. It is messy. Before in the show, let's say it like this, before it was always Sora the one who took up the challenge for the games. He was out there and doing them. So you could, as a regular human being, very much see, okay, so this is kind of the moment where he starts to sneak in some tactics or external tools. But with the lolly fight, you know, by the way, how Shiro is as a personality, basically a living computer, you really start to question, where is the cheat part here? Or isn't she just overly analyzing that this is possible with her brain capacity?
I mean, there could be some people that would deal some sort of stuff like that, but I mean, the percentage that you meet someone like that is almost near to 0.
Yeah, but she's introduced like that from the very
Yeah.
episode. So we know this is not some sort of hacks. And we can even question for the whole fight how much there is actually hacks. Or is it, in fact, only a pure flex of a very genius person with a brain capacity that is out of reach for regular human plebs like us?
I think that's what they imply, mostly.
Yes.
I mean, it's not impossible to learn a lot of chess tables. You have, I mean, it's said that there are billions and millions of billions of chess positions, right? But if you remove 90% of them that are not useful for you to remember, those 10% that remains, you can drive from one to another to some memory help, like remembering something, and then the image comes back to you. There is a name for this. So you could actually memorize everything, but it needs years and years of practice for a normal being. I mean,
Yes, there's a Netflix show all around. A grandmaster, even though it's a narrative. And fictional about the female grandmaster. It just shows people that are very much into this game and are on the status of grandmaster. They really take it totally different by memorizing countless and countless of moves and strategies.
Yeah, and I mean, many things are possible, but for 11 years old, I think. I don't remember her age anymore. I mean, for her age is really unlikely to happen. That she could memorize everything and know all this stuff. So that's a bit unrealistic, but I guess it's kind of fine.
A miracle child, if you want to call it like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, after all, it is still an anime, so it is larger than life.
Oh yeah, by the way.
Yes.
If you remember, first episode was introduced with a game that they were playing.
Yeah.
And they both
the test game on the computer.
And they both had 2 characters. They played with 2 characters for a party of 4. One character with the feet and one character with the hands.
Oh, okay.
I actually wanted to try that in Terra.
No, for real?
I think I would be able to play not perfectly, but I would be able to play 2 characters in Terra at the same time.
Uh-huh, okay.
I mean, I could have done this back then when I knew Berserker with my eye closed and the dungeons that I were running. Like, okay, maybe not Bahar, but don't remember other dungeons except that by name. But let's say another endgame dungeon. Probably I would have been able to do that.
That's a nice theory, okay?
It's not a theory. If I would practice with my feet to play, I'm 100% confident that I can play Terra in specific with my feet.
I would like to see that.
If only the game still would be something. But I'm not gonna play a private server. And spend a few thousand hours just to learn to play with my feet. Maybe I will try this in Ashes.
Sorry. I mean, you can. I will not be there. Because I know very well. My feet do not have really that good movement.
So you don't believe in me?
No, I'm talking about myself. That's what I'm saying. You can try doing that, but count me out. I do not have toes that really would be able to handle it. Also, my toes are not as long as my fingers, so how the heck should I do this?
There is
That's
a
my.
beginning
I'm
for
gonna wish
everything.
you. Yeah, I'm gonna wish you fun with that.
Oh yeah.
In the meantime, I will, if it is Ashen, go ahead and learn my character better. With hands on the keyboard.
Actually, I need to get back into this idea. Playing a game with two characters, an MMO with two characters, could be bannable. Do you count this as a cheat if it works? And if someone pulls it off, is cheating playing with two characters at the same time?
Depends now. Will you be logged into the same account at the same time?
No, two different accounts, but one is played with my hands and one is played with my feet.
Look, if you will be able to pull that off, then I guess you will have your audience on YouTube or something. So, congratulations. But up until the point you reach it, have fun.
I need a feet cam though, and that could drive into too many other gates. I mean, no one will believe me if I don't prove it with a cam. So yeah. I don't know if it's good to say this, but I sometimes I had an idea that, oh, my feet are good looking. Oh my god. I could make something with that. But never. Ever.
I wish you luck, really.
The disappointment in your voice.
It's not disappointment, it's the voice of reality.
But back to gaming. And you remember in the first game that they played on PC?
Yes.
That there was a scene that the guys who lost were questioning how did they win? Where they did they cheat or something? English now right now it's beating my butt. And you get a glimpse of the characters that says that, and they are from the race Old Deus, if I remember right. The highest race.
Yeah, the number one.
Yes. And you actually kind of forget about that scene, the whole anime. But and no one is telling you that that's the Old Deus race. Oh, I forgot to deposit stuff.
Okay, so then how do you know?
Well, some information from internet.
Okay, research.
Yeah. I was curious because when I watched the anime a few years ago, I was like, wait, but who are the characters from the beginning? Why are so well drawn, well designed? I mean, you don't do that if you don't plan to show the characters in the future. But the characters never appeared again. So I was questioning why. And then I went a bit to search, and
It's a
there,
really nice hint.
Yeah, but you
If
can.
it's there already from the very start, okay, then it really becomes a circle.
Yeah, in a way, yes.
It starts with the number 1 race there. With that, you know, there is some sort of purpose behind it, that especially these two are transported to this born.
And another thing.
They got selected, chosen. It's not just really so random just because they managed to win this chess game.
Yeah, but another thing, if you remember, the old Hughes cheated at that game. Because at some point the character they were fighting got refilled full mana out of nothing. So he knew, but he won anyway against the cheat. I think he used the cheat too, but I don't remember that.
It would make sense, yes. And kinda raises the bar for the entry. Like that you win, but you win even though someone has cheated. A godlike creature. And if you manage to do that, this is the absolute entry level for you to have the permit to go to this board as a reward of some sort.
Yep. I think I had some dreams about No Game Life getting the that game by email and playing. But yeah, I just remember some of I just remember the chessboard and that's all. I don't remember anything else.
That's fine. This clue alone was really good. And with that, we wrapped it up.
Yep. Kinda the same time with all the grind, so that's good. Oh, I'm rich. I'm rich. I wish I made this much money every day for each hour. Yeah.
Would be too easy.
I know, right?
I do.
Come here, horsey. Yeah, I think we can wrap everything here. We can put everything about No Game No Life that we could have talked. I mean, yeah, the light novel, everything.
I did not touch the book, so I couldn't make good talks there.
Yeah, maybe in the future after.
I only know that I think by now they are on a volume number 12. And what we got from the anime is like volume number 1 to 4 or 1 to 3. And then the movie is volume 4. So everything after that is a void to the anime watchers.
Yep. There are 4 books, I think.
Yeah. And 12 to exist. So content there would be plenty, yet the hopes for an actual season 2 you better bury.
Unfortunately, yes. Now that we scrapped this no game no life subject, I really want to read it.
Give yourself a treat, why not?
Poor smoker. He gave me a picture with the Magnus quest line, the one that he has to kill a certain number of bots.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
The
he,
Magnus Questline video. Whew.
he's still doing that. We're surprised actually. Uh,
You have an abundance of tasks.
oh yeah, I mean even
And you just
now,
wanna let it end.
I still have some Magnus quests to do, but I'm too lazy to finish everything.
As soon as you've got the chest with the free pen item, it's done for you.
Nope, it's not. You get 15 free days of Kama Sylvia buff.
If that's something you want, sure.
I mean, it's a really good buff.
It is.
So yeah, better to have it if you grind for items. It's drop rate, right? Yeah. Just grind for trash. You don't need that. So I think we can conclude here for tonight.
Yes. I would sign to that.
Okay, then thank you guys for watching. Hope who listen to us is having something nice to listen to. I hope. I'm not watching the view counts, so if there is someone, good for us. If there is no one, better luck next time, I guess. But yeah,
Let's leave it
thank
with
you,
that
Wei.
sentence.
Thank you, Wei, for being here with
Anytime.
us.
Anytime.
And
Better luck next time.
yeah, and better luck next time. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.
Good night.